Guess what? Do you ever stop to think about what you're storing, what you're holding on to that no longer serves you? You ever consider yourself a hoarder? I came this close to being a really, really bad hoarder at one point in my life. And yet, man, I'm grateful that I stopped that shit. I do love going to like antique shops and shit, but I will only buy things if I know they go like for a certain kind of decor within my home. And I recently cleared out a storage unit. And that clearing felt so good because there was just layers upon layers upon layers, which is really chapters of my life. And yet, we are in the spring. There is a good time to clear. And yet, those are things that are external. And what a lot of people have a hard time realizing is that the things that are external are actually a reflection of what is going on inside. I talk about this all the time. And I started really picking up on this concept from Jordan Peterson. He talks about, your rooms, your environment is a reflection of your mental state of being. And so if you are very disorganized, very cluttered, right, it's a reflection of what's going on inside your mind. And yet, I like to even go a step further beyond the mind. What about what's going on in your heart? What are you carrying around in your heart? Is your heart a safe place where you store kindness, love, gentleness, caring? Or is it where you store your pain, your suffering, your setbacks, your disappointments? My guess is most people, their heart is literally that storage box for all the bad things that have happened. And it's not even just recent. This is throughout the course of your life. And our heart is like a muscle, and you think about your heart, it's probably under a tremendous amount of tension and pressure, and it feels incredible. And I just had this happen. To allow for your heart to relax. Your heart to relax. A lot of us have a hard time just letting your mind relax, letting your body relax. But your heart, it's like, what does that mean? I guarantee you, if you have ever experienced your heart relaxing, it is like a pulsating, just energetic, just outburst of energy that flows from within it. I've had it happen twice, both in meditative states. Most recently, get ready from the drum roll, it happened through the breath work. So powerful. And what's crazy is I had a dream 2 months before I started the breath work about my hands being all curled up. And I reached out to my spiritual teacher and was telling him about when I had started the breath work, my hands started to cramp up. And he said, well, yeah, that's because you have a blockage on the back side of your heart. And he started asking me all these questions, and everything made sense. It all lined up, and it's true. And so what's crazy is I kept breathing through that, right? Breathing through my hands kind of cramping up, the discomfort of breathing. It's so wild. It's so crazy how powerful breathing is. Y'all don't realize it because we just do it. It just happens. But if you stop breathing, you're toast. You're cooked. You're done. But yet for you to intentionally breathe, man, I'm so hooked. I had 2 sessions today. So powerful. So incredibly powerful. Sometimes I don't even want to come out of it. And yet, because of how potent, right? It's the potency of the breath. And when I say potent means it's just transformational. It's doing things to facilitate and bring all of the things that I've put work towards together. And I'm feeling more free than ever before, which is wild. I've been on this mission for 13 years consistent, relentless each and every day. And yet it's incredible to even be reaching newer and newer heights. And now I'm being given the opportunity to share that gift with you. Will you take me up on that though? Will you join and take the leap of faith to join the Breath of Life Healing Circle? If you at least want to just check it out, click on the link below. Check out the website, resultskillexcuses.com. Click on the link, Breath of Life Healing Circle. And I would really be so honored to be able to help facilitate some transformation in your life in really a short amount of time. I mean, the people that I have worked with and just knowing what it has done in my life, man, you will not be the same. And yet, to be able to bring people from all around the world together in a healing circle with intention set on what? Doing some self-reflection, connecting at a soul level with each other, doing the visualization to connect with our inner child so that we can start to reparent and rebuild that bond, which is usually the bond that has been hurt the most, right? The inner child. That's why the visualizations are so powerful, because it starts to reconnect you to think that, man, just because you grew up doesn't mean that that part of you is done. It's still there. That little kid is still there. It's in the dark corner, still crying, waiting for someone to come show up to help. And yet, whose job is it? Whose responsibility? It should be yours. It's self-rescue. But the thing is we think self-rescue is just getting our ass out of a jam, when it's like, it's so much more intimate than that. Going within and being able to face all of the difficulties that you have experienced throughout your life, especially the ones between 0 to 10, those traumatic events, and releasing that. It's like everything you release, man, it's like gorillas falling off of your soul and your body, and just, it's so freeing. It's very freeing. And yet, when you do the breath, on top of connecting with like-minded people, building that community, reflecting about your own life stories, identifying the patterns, the pain points, the issues, the areas where you can really put the focus and that firepower on, right? So that when you are breathing, that's the areas that you're releasing. That's the breath, right? You're breaking up the blockages. You're clearing blockages within you. It feels so good. It is so incredible. And we're going to get deep, right? If you've ever done any of the breath in like the lives or when I'm doing, usually the streams, it ain't the same. It is the same, at least in teaching the harmonious function of the breath, but we're going to get a lot more intense. You're going to be given opportunities to do some energetic releases. And when I'm saying energetic, I'm talking screaming, crying, yelling. I was crying this morning, man, like a little, like someone that has been hurt a lot, someone that's been betrayed a lot. I was crying like that. And guess what? It's okay to do that, to release that. Think about it. How many of us were just carrying around shit and acting as if it ain't there, right? Because it's the emotions. We think it's invisible, but it ain't. It's stored up inside of you, and that's what is causing so much of your pain and suffering, and even just blockage in terms of you progressing in life. You're wondering why your life just isn't going nowhere. Because you're a walking contradiction, right? You wishing, you wanting, you're maybe even busting your ass to get something, but it's not in alignment. It's not in alignment with your truth, with your highest purpose. You're just trying to force things because Most likely someone else told you should do it, or you're just saying, what's the easy way instead of what is the aligned way for you? What is the thing for you to do that taps into your gifts, to your creativity? You're one of one. You're carrying around stuff, medicine, creativity, talents that this world ain't ever seen. But most of you have yet to believe in yourself enough to go all in, because you're too busy looking at what everyone else is doing. You're thinking, oh no, they've done it, this, that. I was there with you. I was right there too. I was right there with you too. Not believing in myself, not thinking I was good enough. And guess where that comes from? The childhood. And so getting into the breath of life healing circle, we're going to deal with that too. I'm telling you, it's going to be one of the most incredible global communities. Right? I ain't stopping. Whether you sign up today or not, we're moving forward, and people will start to jump in, because as we breathe, as we keep growing and glowing and expanding, guess what? That's when people start to take notice. But why don't you take notice that you are hearing this message right now? This is not an accident. Your soul is calling for you to do something to start this healing process, right? Just like my soul said, it's time to start healing. And I started this journey 13 years ago, right? For real, saying I'm all in, no turning back. Doesn't mean it's been a cakewalk. It's been challenging, but it's been worth it to get here. There's been many days that I want to give up. There's been many days I don't want to do the thing. And I now realize that that's selfish. But it's also a part of me that was programmed to say there's something wrong with me. I'm not good enough. Don't make other people look bad. Where do you think that came from? That came from my family. And that's all stuff that should be reprogrammed, because you are good enough. You do have something special to offer this world. Your life does matter. And guess what? If you don't think it matters, right? I'm here to tell you that you start healing, you start making a difference, people are going to notice. They're going to want two things. You're going to make people feel uncomfortable because you're growing and expanding and they're not. But as you grow and expand, you become a source of inspiration for other people. And guess what? That should make you feel good. To be the role model, to be the team captain, to be somebody that says, look, if I can do it, you can do it. From me to you, from you to the next one, this is how we do it. This is how we change the world. This is how we become a better place. And it is starting to happen, little by little. The big wave hasn't come yet, because people are still caught up. They're still so caught up because there's obviously an oppositional force that wants you to stay complacent, that wants you to stay comfy, that wants you to keep playing small, right? Acting as if somehow something magical just happened, or you know what? This is as good as it gets. You ever hear that in your head? You got to start checking that shit. That's the lower self, right? The worrier, the doubter, the critic, the judge. Inside here. You got to check that, because there is a higher voice inside of you. Your higher self is right there with you each and every day. You're just jamming out and listening to too much other shit that you can't stop. Look, get quiet. Get quiet. Quiet the mind. Quiet your body. Quiet your heart. And the best way to do that is to breathe. I invite you to come and breathe with me and many, many other people. Results kill excuses, breath of life, healing circle. This is the thing you've been waiting for. This is the thing that is going to get you unstuck. And by me saying the thing, it's really you. You're going to do the work if you show up. Open heart, open mind, right? Leave all the judgment and criticism and other shit behind and just take that leap of faith. I recently had a vision. Like when I'm doing the breath work, I feel like I start on the ground, but then I eventually get in this airplane. And it's kind of my mantra through life, right? It's like each and every day when you get so far down this self-improvement, self-mastery, spiritual awakening journey, it's like every day you got to literally just jump out the plane. And you have the guarantee that 100 times out of 100 times, the safety net's going to get you, right? The parachute's going to deploy. But you got to take the leap. Well, recently I was doing the breath work and I had my parachute in my hand. And I had this idea that I was going to stuff the parachute with all of the things I wanted to release, all the negativity, all the doubt, all the fear, right? All the self-sabotage, all the shit that I'm not good enough or that I'm not worthy, right? And I just started, I'm unlovable, right? Boom, boom, boom. I just started stuffing it, my parachute with that. I'm in the plane. And before you know it, I had this idea. I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave the parachute. I'm going to jump. I'm going to do a free fall. And you want to know what happened? That's when I realized I could fly. And guess what? You can too. And I was blown away that it took me this long to realize that I could fly. That I didn't need the safety net. Right? I have wings, you have wings, we can fly. Right? You're an eagle that's literally in a cage. You got the key around your ankle and the door ain't even locked. And as soon as I jumped out, I realized, I'm like, oh wait, I can fly. And the plane crashed into the mountains. And ever since then, I've been flying every day. Getting up and flying. Becoming more and more and more free. But I've been so locked into this breath work. And it's helped me to connect with the depths of my soul, my heart, my body, my trauma, my ancestry. And I would love to be able to show you how powerful it is. And I welcome you to join without fear, without shame, without worry. You don't have to know anything. You just show up. You lock in, sign up, right? We're going to meet 3 times a month. If you go to the website, you can see the schedule for the next 4 months. And it's a reoccurring membership. And there's a great deal right now to join the founders group. I am plugging the shit out of this because I know that this is probably one of the most potent healing practices on planet Earth right now. This is going to be one of the most potent. And by potent, I mean powerful, transformational. If there's something you've been waiting for, the stars to align, right? Everything to work itself out, guess what? That's right now. Now's the time. Join me. Join me. And here's the kicker. I feel so confident about how transformational this Breath of Life Healing Circle online group is going to be, that if you show up for the first month, every session, you do the breathing, you do the visualization, you do the journal exercises, right? and you somehow, miraculously, you don't experience much, you're just like, I don't know, that was okay. Money back guaranteed. Money back guaranteed. But here's the thing. I can put that out there because I know if you do all those things, you're not going to want your money back. You'll probably want to pay me more. And you'll continue your membership the next month, the next month, the next month. And even greater than that is you're going to start your own at-home breath work practice every single day, because that's how powerful this shit is. I hope you find the courage to respond to this message, to click that link, to reserve your seat. So I will see you on May 4th, breathing, healing, and truly growing and expanding to become the greatest version of yourself so that you can be free, right? You deserve to be free and to unlock the gifts and the creative talents that is hidden, that you're holding back. Why are you holding it back? That's hidden. It's hidden inside of you. You don't want that. Do you really want that? You really want to hold that back? You really want to hide that for the rest of your life? You're saving it for some special time? What? There's no more special time than now. We have to be able to move beyond the past, and just give ourselves a little bit of a pause on what's yet to come and just find ourselves in the present. That's what the breath does. That's what the visualization does. Right? We'll sort through the things that need to be released from the past, but being in the present so that you continue to stay in the present, making the moves, doing the things that set you up for the greatest success of your life. I love you guys so much. Thank you to everyone that listens to the message, comments down below. You guys are truly filling my cup with all your positivity, with all your words of encouragement. And I'm going to keep getting back on here, showing you some love, giving you a message filled with life, inspiration, and yes, even a little bit of challenge for those of you that are still kind of on the sideline, not sure. Pull the trigger. Join me. May 4th, Breath of Life, Healing Circle online group. I'll see you there. I love you guys. You know the drill. Results kill excuses, because if it was easy, it won't be worth it. Greg's out.